Hi, hello everyone. I'm Mila and welcome to my channel in learning new language. And in this video, we will learn the Italian language. And today, let's learn the nouns in Italian. I mean the gender and the number of the nouns in Italian. This is very important before embarking the language, the Italian language. This is very important for you to know that in Italian, all nouns or words or adjectives are either masculine or feminine, even when they are not referring to people. Unlike in English, we have masculine and feminine, I mean the gender, for person. But in Italian, even if we are not referring to person or people, words in itself or nouns, they have gender. Usually or generally, nouns or words that ends with letter O are masculine, and nouns that ends with letter A or A in Italian are feminine. Repeat, nouns that ends with letter O are generally masculine, like libro or ragazzo. They are masculine because they ends with letter O. And all nouns that ends with letter A or A in English are feminine, like donna or casa or mela. They are all feminine words. But of course, there are some exceptions because some words in Italian that ends with letter O but they are feminine, and some words that ends with letter A but they are masculine. And then we have nouns that ends with letter A. Nouns that ends with letter A are either masculine or feminine. Like classe, classe is feminine, and pane is masculine. So, if you don't know if they are masculine or feminine, you have to learn them by heart or consult Mr. Webster. So, this is what we call the gender in Italian. Another example, if we will say, lui è un uomo. Uomo means man, so uomo obviously ends with letter O. And lei è una donna. So, donna means woman, ends with letter A. So, lei è una donna. Another example is we have, lui è un bambino. Bambino is a masculine word because ends with letter O. And bambino means child, a male child. So he is a child. And we can say for a child that is female, lei è una bambina. Obviously, bambina is feminine because ends with letter A. So, more or less, this is how Italian words work. Words that ends with letter O are generally masculine, and words that ends with letter A are feminine. And for words that ends with letter A, they are either masculine or feminine. So, you have to bear this in mind that in Italian, everything agree with the gender and the number of the noun. Like here, what I am saying before, lui è un uomo. Lui is man, uomo is man. Un is the indefinite masculine article. Anyway, don't bother about this. I will teach you for my next video about the indefinite and the definite article. So it is very important in Italian that you have to know the gender and the number of the nouns. I mean, you have to know whether they are masculine or they are feminine, if they are singular or if they are plural. So, I already told you how to know them, if they are masculine or feminine. Now, we will learn how to form the plural of the nouns. So, for the feminine words that ends with letter A, so they are singular, like donna. To form their plural, we have to change the letter A into E. Donna, it will become donne. means woman and women. And for the masculine words ends with letter O, we have to change O into I, like letto, letti means bed and beds. And for all the words that ends with letter A, even if they are masculine, they are either masculine or feminine, so we have to change A into I. Like pane will become pani, classe will become classi. Okay? There are also some particular nouns, feminine nouns in Italian that ends with ka, ga, and cha. So, to form the plural of ka, we have to change ka into ke. So we have to add h before the c and the e. Remember that if you find letter C with letter A, letter A in Italian, you have to pronounce it like ka in English. And if you find also C with letter O together, you have to pronounce it like ko. And if the letter C is followed by the I or A, you have to pronounce it chi or che. And then if you add the H before the C and the E, it will become ke. So some feminine nouns ends with ka in Italian. To form their plural, you have to change ka into ke, like giacca, giacche. And then the ga, you have to change ga into ge, like larga, larghe. And the cha, you have to change cha into che or chie. Sometimes you have to change the nouns into che, and sometimes you have to change it in chie. It depends on the words. Also here you have to learn this by heart. It means you have to remember them. But don't worry if you will forget now what I am saying. But later on, as you learn the language, it will be automatically refresh or come into your mind. Don't worry. So, what I'm saying, so if you find cha, you have to form the plural into che or chie. Like faccia, the plural of faccia is facce. And some are pasticceria, pasticcerie. So you have to add I and E. And there are also some particular nouns in a masculine that ends with ko. So to form their plural, change ko into chi, like medico, medici. But not all the time. Some also you have to change it into ki, like pacco, pacchi. If you find also feminine words that ends with ja, like spiaggia, to form their plural, it will become spiagge. Ja will become je. Okay, spiaggia, spiagge. Sometimes it will become also gie, like the word bugia. To form their plural, it will become bugie. Okay. So more or less, this is the general rule of how to form plural nouns into plural. Don't worry, even if you forget about this. So, this is very important for you to know before embarking the Italian language. So, until here, see you on my next video about the definite and indefinite articles. Ciao e arrivederci.